here at the Russell's Auditorium, and of course, the action is about to begin. This is the first of the three local tents to be judged, in case you are following, and in case you've been following Calypso all season with the tents when they started a couple of weeks ago in their various locations, inclusive of Russell's Auditorium. You'll know that this week is the big week, and Dynamites had their turn on Saturday night. Tonight it's a turn of the Graduates Calypso tent, celebrating their 39th year in this business, and we welcome you wherever you are to our coverage here on the various platforms, the National Broadcasting Corporation, VC3 Television, and on the social media platforms of VC3 and NBC Radio. Joining me on the broadcast tonight is no stranger to this business. Of course, she's been on countless of these for many years. Teresa Daniel is joining me on the broadcast tonight. Good night, Teresa.
Good night. Certainly a pleasure to be a part of broadcast with you. Once again, it's been quite a few years.
It's been a while. Last time was Miss Caraval, I believe, Miss SVG.
Actually, could have been last carnival prior to COVID. Calypso finals and semi-finals, I think.
Yes.
It would have been then. But it's quite... as usual, the preliminaries are much looked forward to here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A smallish crowd has already gathered. I expect that more people will begin to come into the auditorium when the actual competition begins. Of course, as you said, graduates, really veterans in the business, they have been here now for 39 years, and they are celebrating with the theme stabilizing the Calypso art form, something that we definitely need to do here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. For them, it's show number 3, tonight being the preliminaries, where the selections for the semi-finals will be made. Of course, we have 15 Calypsonians slated to perform this evening. Among them, Javin Peters, I think, is the first person who would be coming on stage.
Rankin.
To do something called Champion.
Then there's Handel Alexander. His song is I Subscribe.
And he would be followed by Georgette Nanton, now going by the name Selena, and she'll be performing something called Life.
Then we have Felicia Alexander, Nubian Empress, Reckless Driving.
And of course, Reckless Driving did come in the number 2 position for the Calypso Queen competition.
Yes, the Nubian Empress comes in with a bit of a support behind her from that Queen of Calypso competition.
Then we have in position number 5, Glenroy Shepherd, Shaka, doing something called Pan.
And then we have Glenroy Sule Caesar, one of the veterans in the tent here. We Outside, a song that has been getting a lot of airplay since its release.
Truly a veteran in the Calypso business here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He will be followed by Rankin John, Ancestors Culture being the number that he will do this evening.
Right, and we have Kosinki Adams, hope I got that name right. Buster's Key, we're used to the Buster's Key name. Devilman. After that, an intermission.
And then we resume with Cleopatra Hendrickson. Cleopatra doing something called Gun Violence.
And after that, Glenroy Delpesh, one of 2 Glenroys in tonight's seeking a pick for the semi-finals. Glenroy Delpesh, Homie, no stranger to the Calypso business either. A Time to Go.
And Denise Stevens, Lady D, is next with something called Empowering Women.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are...
I believe that we're going to have the national anthem, Wes, the prayer and the national anthem, so we're actually commencing tonight. The Calypso action is about to begin here at the Russell's Auditorium. Stay with us.
My brother, how are you? Bow your heads in prayer, please. Almighty and most gracious God, we thank you for today. And especially at this time, dear God, as we begin this preliminary show, we ask for your grace and your mercy. We pray for each Calypsonian who would grace the stage this evening, oh God. We pray for each musician. And we also pray for the judges that they would have due diligence, oh Father. Pray for all the persons who are gathered in the auditorium, those who are here, especially, dear God. We thank you for them. And for those who are on their way, we pray for safe delivery. We ask at the end of this program that all that would be done in decency and in order. These and other mercies we ask in your name with thanksgiving. Amen.
Please remain standing while we sing the national anthem. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, graduates Calypso 10th, welcome to the
The
graduates
opening
Calypso.
prayer and national anthem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That signals the start of the event, the show here at Russell's Auditorium. And the judges are in place, in case you're wondering if the judges are in place. They've been in place for the last about 10 minutes or so, just making sure that their score sheets are in order. And we are preparing to bring you, the warm-up session. Therese, you have to make sure the band is working properly, all the
Yes,
instruments.
definitely.
Make sure all the instruments are working properly and sounding proper.
Most definitely. We certainly don't want to have any accidents or
or wrong notes or anything.
or nothing like that at all. And of course, they've practiced really hard over the last several weeks and gotten themselves ready for tonight. It's preliminary night, it's competition night, and this is where the journey really begins to the national competition, the finals.
Yes, and the judges for tonight: Earl Painter, Kimberly Taylor, Dr. Janella Allen, Dexter Rose, and Franklin Maxie Edwards. Those are the judges for tonight. We'll of course give you an idea as to the criteria as well, but I believe we weren't quite finished with the list that we were giving you. I believe Hans is going to do some entertainment as they warm up. Make sure the band is working.
Yes.
But before we get to that, we can let you know the remaining Calypsonians. Denise Stevens, Lady D, Empowering Women. Then we have Kingsley Hero Roberts, Carnival Ingredients, Godwin, Billy, Gao, Volcano,
Gao is back.
Gao is back, yes. Ozari Matthews, Pastor Choking the Bishop, and Javin Rouse, Love of Carnival. So let's take in with some of this.
No, all the song they like all the sleepy. Graduates, good night. All the show around, ready for Calypso? Here we go now. Listen. It's music down in deep on the yard. Oh yeah. This vibes is feeling so contagious. Them judges really have it hard, so hard. Them bands really come out to play now. I hearing a tenor beating, I hearing a guitar playing, I hearing a bass line pumping. It's still fun. Oh, I hearing a tenor beating, guitar playing, I hearing a bass line. What we talking about? Hey, I'm talking about Zion. I'm talking about symphonic. I'm talking about Salif. Everybody play. When you hear it, badam badam bam badam badam bam badam badam bam. When you hear it, badam Victoria Park. Oh Lord, the bands them lining up to play now. Supporters come from near and far. Yes, this year is only love and vibe, yeah, yeah. I hearing a tenor beating, I hearing a guitar playing, I hearing a bass line pumping. It's still fun, oh, I hearing a tenor beating, guitar playing, I hearing a bass line pumping. You know what we talking about? Listen, I'm talking about graduates. I can't forget upstage, not at all. I'm talking about on tour, dynamite. Everybody play, 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 play. When you hear it, badam, badam, bam, badam, badam, bam, badam, badam, bam, bam. When you hear it, badam, badam, bam, badam, badam, bam, badam. Something good. When you hear it, badam, badam, bam, badam, badam, bam, badam, badam, bam, bam. Play me low. Listen. From the band room to Victoria Park, yeah. Calypsonian lining up to sing now. I could never neglect this great art form. No, I don't want to, I don't care, I don't care. Listen, I hearing a bass line pumping, a brass line playing, everybody singing for the love of Calypso. I hearing a beating, whoa, whoa, guitar playing. You know what we're talking about tonight? You know what we're talking about? Hey, I'm talking about graduates. I'm talking about upstate. Oh Lord, I'm talking about on tour, dynamite. Everybody play, play, play. I want to hear all this sing tonight. This is Graduates Calypso 10, and we don't make jokes when it comes to Kaiso and Raga Soca. Snuffy, what you peeping for? What you peeping? What you listening for? All you hear that? All you hear that? When you hear it? You hear it? Panam, panam, pam, panam, panam, pam, panam, panam, pam, pam. Panam, panam, pam, panam, pam. We're going to the Uptown Party. We're going to the Uptown Party. Hans John celebrating 20 years in the music industry. And I'm a proud member of the Graduates Calypso tent. Big up to Hero. July 5th Uptown Party. Hans John, Olatunje, Problem Child. We have 10 big artists. You're going to be there? You're going to be there? Listen. From we reach by the gate, we party. We don't start a party. It's pure bacchanal, pure bacchanal. Oh Lord, and it's a uptown party. And with a downtown vibe. And it's a uptown party. And with a downtown vibe. Hey, is this here bacchanal? Same pretty girl, same man. Where you say, where you take it? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I have one Uptown Party ticket to give away. I have one Uptown Party ticket to give away. If you haven't got your ticket as yet, tonight, one lucky person gonna get a ticket, right? But the other say, when Hans John started singing, the very first year when Hans John started to sing, the very first year when Hans John started singing, we're talking from the juniors to now. And all you get it. I don't want to hold up the thing, you know. All you better catch it. One. All you tell me no. Two. All you tell me no. 1, 2. Which year Hans John started singing? 2003. Somebody tell you. One. Somebody tell you. Somebody tell you. Somebody tell you. Oh, listen, here we go. From we reach by the gate, we party. We don't start a party. It's pure bacchanal, pure bacchanal. Oh, and it's a uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibes. Oh, Lord, that is a uptown downtown party. I want a downtown hey, is the same canal, same pretty girl, same man away, same misbehave, and it's a uptown party. I want a downtown listen, hey, nobody there, I can't be social. The party, it not normal, and no behavior, informal. Plenty girl, private and rental. Vibes are flow from ceiling to floor, and everybody on the dance floor, and rock and come in, get with the program. Right now we spend it from we reach by the place. It's party, just come to party. Only help me now. Pure Bacchanal, pure Bacchanal. Oh, and it's a uptown party. Oh, it's a downtown vibes. And it's a uptown party. Oh, it's a downtown vibes. Hey, is this same Bacchanal, same pretty girl, same man a wave, same misfit. Oh Lord, and it's a uptown party. Oh, it's a downtown vibes. Listen, and we shouting dan 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 di dan day, dan 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 di dan do, dan 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 di dan day. I gotta say this tonight. Graduates, enough love and respect to everybody participating. It's always a pleasure to come on the stage and be guided about the art form and be taught about the art form and Calypso. There's no other greater tent than the Graduates Calypso tent, and I can probably say that as a member. I learned a lot. Uncle Sule, big up yourself. And I need to see more young people in the tent. You understand? But listen this. It feels like I've been here before. And I did this before. Deja vu. My name is Hans John, the Soca Ambassador. The Uptown Party boss, the man with the golden voice. See you at Uptown Party July 5th. All you don't miss it. Ola Tunje, engine room, the whole team. Plenty musicians, plenty artists, plenty drinks, food. Ready?
Backing vocals. But yes, this is live coverage of the Graduates Calypso tent, 39 years in the business. This year, the theme, Rejuvenating Calypso. Well, that's their general theme.
That's their theme. And one thing is very important is the whole question of sponsorship to ensure that the bands are sustainable. And this year, Graduates is being fueled by BMC Agencies Limited, E-Zone, Amerijet, Musty Company Limited, Franklin Brown Evaluation Services, Standard Shippers, the Taiwanese Embassy, Carnival Development Corporation, Right Stuff, and CK Graves and the Company Limited.
Yes. And of course, this broadcast brought to you by the National Lotteries Authority and our friends at CK Graves and Company as well.
Hi, hi, hi. Take me Calypso. Oh, yeah, yeah. Take me Calypso. Hi, hi, hi. Take me Calypso. Calypso sweet and groovy. Calypso make you boogie. Calypso make you get down. The truth, you don't like it. Don't like it. But if you like it, dig it, dig it. Dig it, dig it. Dig it, dig it, dig it. Kaiso.
They're satisfied with the sound of the band, enough so that they just pull the plug on that one to get straight into
Right. So how the band song in there? How the band song in there?
Is our MC for
You hear the hornsmen and them?
as usual.
Oh, they hear the hornsmen and them good?
Graduates.
What about
this
Refresh? This is the background vocals. Refresh.
We get our first Calypsonian on stage.
All right, and Blazing Fire.
Javin,
You know, it's the big band.
Draking. This is the first
Yeah, they've been going to the semi-finals and finals now,
It's a newbie.
making some good music.
Newbie, yes.
Right, so as we say, we have the judges in the house. The judges, the 5 judges tonight. Mr. All
they'll be looking for some
Painter, Mr. Dexter Rose,
I believe the MC will come
Miss
to that
Kimberly
shortly.
Taylor,
So maybe when he gets to that point,
Franklin
we'll take in the
Maxie
first
Edwards, and
And
Dr.
we made
Janelle
of course, before the
Allen. Yes,
first
so
Calypso
those are the
players
5 judges that we have tonight. Yes, give them a round of applause.
and the judges are seated already. And
Right.
to do their scoring. So I believe we're going to give
And
them
remember tonight, when they're judging, they're looking for lyrics, 30 points, melody, 30 points, rendition, 20 points, presentation, 10 points, originality, 10 points.
so making
So
sure
you ready
that
for
we get the
Kaiso
points.
action?
And you can write those down. We'll give those to you again at some point. So if you
Right,
are
so
scoring at
we're
home,
going to bring on the first artist this evening to do a song for you entitled Champion. This fella hails from Beckway. He have done a lot of productions with the Hub Collective in Beckway. That's a non-profit organization in Beckway. The Positive Vibes Festival, he's a part of that thing, and he performed in the One Fest Festival in Canawan also. Doing a song, Champion, mash up the place the other night. Put your hands together. Welcome on stage. Real name, Javin Peters, Jacking.
Yeah. Wagwan with the vibes. Yeah, man. As mentioned, from the lovely island of Beckway, I'm back. Come for deliver the goods again. Can't complain. Let's get to it. Yeah. Hey. Come along, make we sing. All of me thing them blazing. Champion, we are champion. Come on a mission, we save the nation. Champion, we are champion. Lights, no cameras, action. Champion, we are champion. We are the new generation. Champion, we are champion. We are the new generation. Soldier, let me tell you where we come from. Black African, please pay attention. West Indian, Caribbean, American, captured by the white man. Set a man cause bear destruction. Next thing we dip on a plantation. Then we get introduced to religion. A bunch of lies what on we in some Christian. Mathematics, they full of big gimmicks. Look around all I see division and politics. First you got to understand the physics. Before you go from rags to riches, all it takes dedication, determination, preparation. Before you know it, the next step of elevation. Cause we are champion, we are champion. Come on a mission for save the nation. Champion, we are champion. Lights, no cameras, action. Champion, we are champion. We are the new generation. Champion, we are champion. We are the new generation. You are warrior, a real conqueror, game changer and defender. Love manners, respect, but don't you ever forget you was a loser before you turn a winner. So stay humble, stop with all the mindless behavior. You got the power in your favor, yeah. Be positive, even though we living in a negative era. At the end of the day, you're still a blooming flower, bearing the fruits from your passion. That are the law of attraction. Champion, we are champion. Come on a mission for save the nation. Champion, we are champion. We are the new generation. Champion, we are champion. Lights, no cameras, action. Champion, we are champion. Lights, no cameras, action. Cause we are champion. Yeah. Lights, no cameras, action. Yeah. Let me tell you something. tell everybody something. From you know yourself and you love yourself and you be yourself at all times, you can do anything. Can you know why? She will tell them. Yeah, cause we are champion.
We are champion.
Champion.
We are champion.
Champion.
We are champion.
Champion. Champion.
We are champion.
Yeah. As mentioned, my name is Javin, everybody. It was a pleasure. Calypso graduates then. You don't know. Bless up, you don't know.
Champion. We are champion. Champion.
Let's hear it for Javin Peters. He called himself Jacking from Beckway, doing a song called Champion.
10th here at graduates.
Well, my second tent, no, my last tent was the following week before.
All right, and what was the experience like for you tonight, being the first time that you're appearing here?
Same energy, same vibes, you know what I mean? Good exposure and the experience and the response from the crowd was just great, you know what I mean? Good feeling.
All right, well, just wishing you all the best going forward. I know you're hoping for a place in the semi-final round. I'm wishing you all the best for the rest of the season.
Yeah, man, give thanks, respect always.
Great. So, Teresa, your thoughts on that performance?
I think it was pretty good, even though I was reminded a bit about that song that the Calypsonian DJ, well, the cricketer DJ Bravo did a couple of years ago, the champion bit of it, but I thought the lyrics were quite well put together and a nice melody. Did you ask him about, he's a young man, I consider him to be a young person, and what would have piqued his interest into getting into the Calypso genre?
Indeed, and we're getting ready for Calypsonian number 2 here at the Russell's Auditorium, Alexander. And we were talking earlier, this is like a play on the surname Alexander. Alexander, I'm thinking that's what it actually signifies, a play on the surname.
Well, yes, I know a lot of people with that surname who get it shortened to Alexander.
Yes.
So, yes.
So, in case you're just joining us, this is Graduates Calypso 10, the first of 3 here at the Russell's Auditorium, live on NBC Radio, VC3 television, across the various platforms. Next Calypsonian, Handel, Alexander, I subscribe. We look forward to this performance. Stay with us.
Newcomer to the Graduates Calypso 10, Alexander.
Good night, Rustlers. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. I could never be an ungrateful black African. Gratitude is the principles on which I stand. I'm not one to make good the enemy of perfection, because I know where we are and exactly where we came from. I'm a proud citizen of this independent nation, with my efforts to ensure her upwards progression. This ain't licking no boots, now praising politicians. My 2 feet firm on the ground and no damn dog now me conscience. I subscribe to giving credit where it is due. Don't expect to recruit me in no haters crew. Democracy gives me the liberty to vote whoever I choose. So don't bad mind me if your party lose.
I ain't better than no one, but no one ain't better than me. And I'm taking advantage of every presented opportunity. No, me not pledging allegiance, no acolyte for no party. But me not blocking me blessings coming from the Almighty. Me not drive no protest line motivated politically. I don't have a narrow-minded self-interest mentality. I'm supporting anywhere I see productivity. And me not fi hide behind no anonymous identity. I subscribe to giving credit where it is due. Don't expect to recruit me in no haters crew. Democracy gives me the liberty to vote whoever I choose. So don't bad mind if your party lose. Hey! Don't bad. Da 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 da. I can't speak for no one, I could only speak for myself. When expressing my views, no one should take as an offense. You see, my greatest lesson learned is experience. And I live long enough in life to trust my own judgment. Confident in my own people, ability to represent. Because I know we producing many great women and men. I'm recognizing this great nation natives' achievements. I don't live in denial, I'm not one that's full of pretense. I subscribe to giving credit where it is due. Don't expect to recruit me in no haters crew. Democracy gives me the liberty to vote whoever I choose. So don't bad mind if your party lose. I subscribe to giving credit where it is due. Don't expect to recruit me in no haters crew. Democracy gives me the liberty to vote whoever I choose. So don't bad mind if you vote and lose. Thank you!
All right, this is Calypso
Alexander!
number 2, Alexander. First time
in
at, graduates. Tell me the reason for your name, first of all, the background behind choosing that name, and your thoughts about your performance tonight.
Oh well, the name it came from some people. My actual
Yes.
is
I
Alexander.
gotta be
Some people left out the A and just pronounce it Alexander. So I tried that and it went on pretty well. So that's the idea behind my name actually. So I guess it's more easier to pronounce, I guess, than to say Alexander. So I figured it'd be a good stage name, and that's why I tried. So
And your thoughts about your performance tonight?
well, I've always considered my performance to be the best efforts I've ever given, and this is no less. So I think I did pretty well, and I'm pleased with my performance actually. Yes,
Excellent, and all the best for the rest of the Calypso season. Great stuff. Good. Teresa, your thoughts on that last performance?
Oh, well, I think for a newbie, he really gave a good account of himself. Conscious lyrics this evening, good rendition, and a good performance generally. But I think all in all, for a young and upcoming and what I consider newbie, he certainly did give a good account of himself in this presentation this evening.
Indeed, and quite a great appearance here tonight. Being the first time on this stage, he was introduced as a newcomer to the Graduates Calypso tent. He certainly made his mark here tonight, and I saw, I'm actually standing just next to the stage here as they come off, and I was looking at the audience, and they were tapping their feet and shaking their heads and swaying, feeling the music and enjoying the performance rather, that was taking place on stage. And when he was finished, I heard a round of applause, which that persons really appreciated his performance here tonight at Russell's Auditorium.
He was very, very, very well appreciated, and the audience, medium-sized audience here so far this evening, certainly expressed that in uncertain terms.
Indeed.
So we are off to a pretty good start, I think.
Yes, and from the looks of it, we're going to have some excellent performances. We've started off on a very good footing, and once we keep this trend throughout the night, we expect some great calypso, some great entertainment, and for those who are gathered here tonight to have a ball, as they usually do when it comes to the 10 shows.
And we're expecting the first woman
Yes,
for the evening.
The first woman for the evening.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Straight from my heart, without any bias. I hear some people say that life is a struggle, and anywhere you go, you keeping from trouble. They got to work real hard to achieve their goals, while other people wants to take control. Life is too complicated, never give up, being elated by the sweat of your brow. You sure to eat bread, people will take advantage, treat you like underprivileged. Stay focused instead, bold and brave, just hold up your head. Show the world you got dignity, uphold your integrity. You working hard every day, you got money, you have a payday. Time for you to understand, no matter what the situation, you know better than anyone. Show respect for your fellow man. Looking back in life in all of its details, every day and night is the same thing prevail. Rich man getting richer, while the poor man suffer. This life that we live is getting much tougher. When I sit and I wonder, these are the things that I remember. If it's good for the goose, then good for the gander. Some people will lead you, others they mislead you. The system is a mess that will bring us all to the test. Show the world you got dignity, uphold your integrity. You working hard every day, you got money, you have a payday. Time for you to understand, no matter what the situation, you know better than anyone. Show respect for your fellow man. Telling ya. Patience is a virtue and life is an art. Don't make no one use you as no donkey cart. It's good over evil, mind how you talk. Some people are devil. Deep down in their heart, be conscious of the life you live. Tear down walls and build up new bridge. Grass is always greener on the other side. Blessed are those who trod with faith. What a big difference life can make. Some walk according to plan, or take matters in their own hand. Show the world you got dignity. Uphold your integrity. You working hard every day. You got money, you have a payday. Time for you to understand. No matter what the situation, you know better than anyone. Show respect for your fellow man. Da-di-da. There are many out there who are really in need. Don't give up, my friends. Work hard to succeed. Call on the Creator. He has the power. Today without Him, you never prosper. Life is no bed of roses since in the days of Moses. If your life can conceive, then you can achieve. Some people will hate you, pretend that they love you. Some will bring you pain, so you got to be ahead of the game. Show the world you get dignity. Uphold your integrity. You're working hard every day. You got money, you have a payday. Time for you to understand. No matter what the situation, you know better than anyone. Show respect for your fellow man. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Selena here, Calypsonian number 3. Yes, Calypso number 3. If you can just, right, there we go. And camera's over on this side. Auntie G, most people know you as, and you're now using the name Selena. First of all, I've been wanting to ask you why the name change.
Well, Selena is just for the personality of singing, which is actually my name. Yes.
The story about your song, though, because I know this is definitely not your first time in the tents. You've been in the tents, various tents over the years, but your song this year has a particular touch to it, a particular message, and I realized that the audience was responding to it. Tell me quickly about the story behind your song.
Well, this song is actually an inspiration that I got from my daughter, because she works with a lot of people, and sometimes, she go through a very, very hard time with her customers. And one evening she came home and she was very depressed. So I started writing and I came up with this song, to show other people out there, to give them the inspiration whenever they're feeling down.
And how do you feel about your performance tonight?
Well, I went out there and I did my best, and I'm happy that the crowd responded, and I'm grateful.
All right, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Teresa, your thoughts?
Okay, I think Georgette, as usual, put everything into her performance as she normally does. Certainly appreciative of the message in the lyrics, and compares it to the rest of the audience is as well. But all in all, of course, she participated in the National Queen's Calypso competition a couple of weeks ago, and I dare say this was probably a better night for her, in my estimation.
This year, she moved up one notch.
Indeed, and we're getting ready for the next Calypsonian on stage. Another female, no stranger, and coming out on the heels of her excellent performance at the Queen of Calypso competition, Nubian Empress, her real name Felicia Alexander. Reckless Driving. This song has been getting quite a bit of airplay in the last couple of weeks, and we look forward to her appearance here at Graduate Stage tonight. Stateside we go.
The Nubian Empress.
Aboard a plane, a rocket that must be gone to another planet. There is no road designed for that kind of speeding. Let us reload to avoid more pain and grieving. The minivan man have the reputation, but don't put all the blame on one section. A lot more people involved in reckless driving, causing wreckage after wreckage, then gone hiding. While we focusing on the minivans, some reckless drivers mashing up women, driving them in rain, driving them in pain, all the abuse, driving them insane. This is not a runway. Ease off the gas, no man. Every day not rum day. Ease off the gas, no man. Every time I turn around, something turn over. Passengers on the ground, real disaster. Not only van man, just drive reckless and crash. All occupation, driving reckless and crash. Reckless driving without a plan. Reckless driving for competition. Reckless driving, running down woman. Reckless driving with no protection. You're out there wild, wild and crazy on the fast lane, speeding to calamity. Why? Listen. Whoops. That is the sound in the supermarkets. That is how quickly they empty your pockets. There's no rules, nobody regulating. Have we like fools, open bare-faced teething? The politician should unite as one. Why? To ease the pressure on Vincentian. Cause we tired of the bacchanal and the fighting. That's only causing more suffering. The cost of living acceleration. Man, hit the brakes before it causes destruction. Stop think profit margin, politics and win. Only think of people's well-being. Yes, this is not a runway. Ease off the gas, no man. Every day not rum day. Ease off the gas, no man. Every time I turn around, something turn over. Passengers on the ground, real disaster. But not only van man, just drive reckless and crash. All occupation, driving reckless and crash. Reckless driving without a plan. Reckless driving for competition. Reckless driving, running down woman. Reckless driving with no protection. You're out there wild, wild and crazy on the fast lane, speeding to calamity. Why? Yes. Hear me. Whoops. That is the sound in the supermarkets. That's no excuse for your nasty habits. Every day in the rum shop you're drinking. As you get paid, your money disappearing. Family contribution, you put second. When you are at home, it's confrontation. Life at home is no longer appealing. Fresh wine meat alone, you're eating. You're yamming fast, fast, fast with your bare hands. Don't care about health or contamination. More people complain, more your friends explain. More here, he at it again. This is not a runway. Ease off the gas, no man. Every day not run there. Ease off the gas, no man. Every time I turn around, something turn over. Passengers on the ground, real disaster. Not only van man, just drive reckless and crash. All occupation, driving reckless and crash. Reckless driving without a plan. Reckless driving for competition. Reckless driving, running down woman. Reckless driving with no protection. When you're out there, wild, wild and crazy, on the fast lane, speeding to calamity. Why? Thank you.
Kaiso, yes, and it's all happening at the Russell's Auditorium, Nubian Empress, and certainly she started on the excitement since the Queen of Calypso, and coming off of that energy, she came here tonight with a similar energy and performed to her best for this preliminary judging night. First of all, your thoughts on your performance tonight?
Remember, we have in the house the judges. I did my best, and I think that's what matters.
You did your best.
Yes.
And looking forward to placing into the semis.
Yeah, I look forward, but at the end of the day, it's the judge's decision. And
But if you do move forward to the semis, what can folks expect from you?
You know, I'm gonna come hard. Once I get to the big yard, I'm coming hard. But yeah, I really hope that I make it to the semis and off to the finals. Because it would be my first time being in the national finals. And I really look forward to it.
Right, and congratulations on the performance of the Queen of Calypso. I know you put on quite a show there.
Yeah, but you know, tonight you can't really go the edge that you really want to go. You have to just come and sing your song.
Well, all the best. I see you trying to catch your breath. So all the best into the semis. Hopefully be able to secure a place in the semi-final round of competition. Teresa?
Okay, I don't know. This song has really, really grown on me. And I think tonight she really showed why she got the second place in the National Calypso Queen Finals. I mean, the song is topical. The lyrics are topical. It's what's happening. So it resonates well with everyone. And I think this evening she really, really demonstrated, yeah. I earned my second place in the National Calypso Queen Finals.
Indeed, and tonight the energy, they certainly have to bring the energy. A very topical issue touched on there by Nubian Empress, the issue of reckless driving. And I can see the response and the reception from the crowd just at the front of the stage particularly. They were very much entrained in what was happening on the stage. And her movements, I noticed, like the performer before her, the two females we had thus far, they've both utilized the stage quite well, left to right, you know, making sure that they go over to the musicians, those on the horns, and come back over the other end where the backup singers are. And the emotions that they're putting in, Teresa, I'm up close and personal, so I'm seeing, you know, the expressions on their face and the movement of the hands and all of what goes into the body language that exudes what the performance overall is here on the stage in front of the judges. Judges, as usual, they're not able to read their faces. They're just there paying very keen attention to the performance. There's no tapping of the feet or anything or any movements that would suggest that they're particularly liking a performance. But that's good because you can't read their emotions and you can't read what they're thinking in terms of putting down on paper, Teresa.
Yeah, Calvin, I think where these two women are concerned, here is where experience really shows. when compared to the first two young performers. These two are certainly no stranger to the field, to the stage, and of course they know how to use that experience extremely well.
Indeed, and talking about no stranger to the stage, we have quite a few experienced Calypsonians in a performance or two from now. Actually, the sixth performance would be very, very experienced Calypsonian Glenroy, Caesar, Sule. But before that, we'd have somebody who's been on the stage for a few years in Calypso as well, Shaka. Not a few years, actually the 80s. I just got that from the MC. Since the 80s, he's been involved in Calypso, so certainly no newbie here. And his name is Kenroy Shepherd. I believe the next performer is Shaka. Or is it that we're going to number 6? I'm not sure, so let's wait and see.
Interesting.
I believe they're going to Sule. That description certainly fits Sule. I see he's just peeking at the backstage there. So I believe there's a slight change. And
So
for the
it is-
description that we're getting, Teresa,
it is.
that is Sule.
Definitely.
That is definitely Sule.
So I'm not sure whether or not number 5 or the person who was originally scheduled to appear at number 5 position is not going to be singing tonight, or this just an adjustment.
Well, that we've had cases where the Calypsonians were a bit later than expected or had issues and had to be moved down the lineup. So maybe that's the case. But we're getting ready for Sule nevertheless. We're skipping over to number 6. No stranger in the business. A veteran in his own right. Stateside we go.
Shut up is a big problem. Shut up, you shut up, just shut up and listen. You are in parliament as the people's servant, not to be insolent, dotish and ignorant. Global pandemic, dengue, lots of rare eruptions, although horrific, could not unite us as Vincentians. Hey, 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 going on here. Hey, hey, bacchanal everywhere. Vincy split down in the middle. Some they are so, some they so. COVID lockdown, cause more trouble. Tribal war wrecking we people. Everybody know we fight. Always bad-mouthing each other. Dry bread, water and salt for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Tear down, pull down, stripping each other bare. Now we private, dangling in the air. We outside, naked as we born. We outside, stay with the lawn. We balls exposed, we bat exposed, we dog exposed, we cat exposed. The world putting pressure on we, but we see we stand as the enemy. Wasting precious energy in order to beat up we own daily. We outside, just leave we alone. We outside, talking on we phone. Cost of living skyrocketing. We outside, before we link up and do something. We outside. Remember, we live in a global crisis. It's better if we pool all our resources. Come, put our hands on deck. Act now before we regret. Longer we wait and fret, harder it would get. Don't get left outside. Come in from the cold. Come in. Wake up, wake up, from your slumber. Wake up, the honeymoon is over. The past was bad, the future more dangerous. People working hard to exterminate us. They come in with tricks to fool and cause confusion. After that is licks, abuse and domination. Hey, hey, hey. We got to be more aware. Throw away that donkey attitude there. We got to face farm table, see what we go, and then we go put all we things on the table so that we could be also. Many years have passed, we at the bottom of the ladder, going nowhere fast, still controlled by our enslaver, discriminating, robbing, treating we unfair, all the while pretending that they care. Look, we outside, naked as we born. We outside, still waiting on. We front exposed, we back exposed, we bottom exposed, we top exposed. Century after century, we don't know we friend from the enemy. The people who had we in slavery, we condemn them as the monarchy. We outside, just leave we alone. We outside, playing TikTok and we phone. Rather than teaching we children, we outside, allowing others to brainwash them. We outside. Remember, we live in a global crisis. It's better if we pool all our resources. For blood, tears and sweat, no apology yet. We must demand respect, pay up your debt. We tired standing outside. You are coming. Stand up, and become dead. Stand up, your attention is needed. Join the fight to be free in this world. Claim your rights, racism for destroy. We got to resist the bribe and the corruption. Focus and persist with pride and liberation. Hey, hey, hey. Everyone get this clear. Hey, hey, hey. We already work for we share. Hey, this. We want a seat at the table to relax and be comfortable, enough to eat and be able to support we family also. It is totally wrong. One set of people have all the power. We can just tag along and be misused any longer. United, we're better, smarter and stronger. Come together, focus on the big picture. Hey, we outside, way too long. We outside, let's sing a new song. Their crimes exposed, their fraud exposed, their lies exposed, their greed exposed. Their only interest in we is to continue their skullduggery. If we don't break free, we would be their servants eternally. We outside, just leave we alone, no man. We outside, building we own home. Vincy supporting Vincy. We outside, working as one family. We outside. Remember, we live in a global crisis. It's better If we pool all our resources, for years they walk me to death. Not 1 single cent we got. Treat we as their puppet. We cannot forget. Let's kick them outside.
Guys.
Glenroy, Sule, Caesar, a veteran in the Calypso business. Certainly no stranger after being in the Calypso business since the 80s. And of course, we always look forward to what he has to offer on the Calypso stage each and every year. Sule, so you did your best tonight on the graduate stage.
Yes, well, I think it's important that we get the youths, do this for the youths. Even though I have some challenges physically, my health, I mean, again, don't it is still get accustomed to aging, you know, so. But still, I can't, I mean, as a Calypsonian, it's for life. You know, you're in this for life, so I have a responsibility to my fans and also my young Calypsonians to continue to nurture, train, and teach them. So that is the responsibility that I have, and that is what I'm trying to fulfill. So with all the challenges I have, I still make the effort to come, and I will make the effort to come until then.
Right, and you're no stranger. How long exactly, how many years exactly you've been in this business?
Well, I just a donkey years. Well, I started singing in 1980, right? That's a really long while ago, and I've never taken a break from Calypso art. Every year I was in, and the only time I stayed out was when I was ill, defending my crown, and couldn't defend it because I was very ill in the hospital. But since then I was always working with the Calypso over the period.
Well, best wishes to you for the rest of the season. I know you're going to keep on keeping on for the Calypso art form.
That is definitely, and thank you, and happy carnival to all my fans out there.
Yes.
Glad I was able to support to bring this song to you. Thank you.
Yes, all the best for the rest of the season, Teresa.
Oh, what can you say? What can one say about Sule, a master at his craft? I mean, truly always hard hitting. Everything is always masterfully crafted and presented. A good performance as always. I always look forward to hearing from Sule, and I'm truly pleased that Sule continues to stick around and hang around to help to nurture the younger persons in the business. So Calvin, I see you are passing out there. I don't know.
I sort of missed your cue there, but there was a funny moment definitely. Just having a chit chat with Anthony Denny on the sideline here. But Kaiso, yes, Kaiso, and that's what's taking place here at the Russell's Auditorium. We're coming up to an intermission soon. I believe we're 2 performances away if we don't see Shaka coming on stage. So we'll wait and see if we get him on stage. I'm not sure just yet. But we must say thanks to the National Lodges Authority supporting sports, culture and education, and so much more in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and CK Graves and Company Limited for being part of our live broadcast tonight. From the graduates Calypso tent, one of 3 local tents. We had Dynamite on Saturday night, and it's a turn of graduates tonight. Tomorrow, upstage experience and on tour on Thursday. So quite a lot of Calypso action to come your way. I think Lachi is on a roll, giving some jokes on the stage there, Teresa.
Oh, I'm not hearing him at all.
But of course, I can see the smiles and see the responses in the front here. But we're getting ready for the next performance. Right, so we're going to Rankin John, Ancestors Culture.
Rankin John! Okay, Sam, I will tell you so. More Rankin John. Sam. Alright then, good night, Vincy. Oi. Come on. Good night. Spending all of my life I live in carnival and as nice as top. Come, me always come with a natural skills. So flash it out on the streets out there, tell it way. The champion rebels of carnival, and we always be making show. They're having all the best of time, cause it's music with free you up, your body, your soul and mind. My ancestors' culture possessing me to rip through the place, explosive and powerful, shaking down the whole place apart. Man, it have me running, man, I jumping, man, it have me grinding, man, I whining to the hottest bad man soca. Man, is smashing up the highway, they jump up the car park jump, they jump up the Jube jump, they jump up the street bar jump, now push, they break away, they jump up the Monday jump, they jump up the Tuesday jump, they jump up the Wednesday jump, now push, they break away. Come even see hot culture. Go drink some fresh coconut water. Good for this hot global warming heat. So keep you healthy out on this. Cause of way that's create one of the greatest powerful show. In any part of this world we go, this way music does explode. Cause we outstand this arts and craft in this culture progressing. In my ancestors' culture, possessing here to rip through the place, explosive and powerful, shaking down the whole place apart. And me running, and I jumping, man, it have me grinding, and I whining to the hottest bad man soca. Man, it's smashing up the highway. They jump up the car park jump, they jump up the Jube jump, they jump up the street bar jump, push it break away, jump up the Monday jump up the Tuesday jump up the Monday jump, push it break away. All of them foreigners, they always have to be here. Love is sweet sense of million. And when sunset strong rum, make them feel good. In nice place in paradise. Them love up this as they get to thump up in the falling rain. One of the best carnival, spreading the joy with Vincy. In my ancestors' culture, possessing here to rip through the place, explosive and powerful, shaking down the whole place apart. Have me running, and I jumping, man, it have me grinding, and I whining to the hottest bad man soca. Man, it's smashing up the highway. They jump up the Jube jump up the Monday jump up the car park jump, push it break away. They jump up the Monday jump, they jump up the Tuesday jump, they jump up the Monday jump, push it break away. Oh yeah. Good night, Vincy, I say. Yeah, but this is man I say. Good night, I say. Oh, Vincy, oh, hey.
Let's hear it for Rankin. Ancestors' culture, he called that one.
In Rankin Sam, Ancestors Culture. Yes, it's Rankin Sam, not Rankin John.
Rankin Sam is the stage name, but Rankin John is my real name.
I see, right, so there we have it, because I was a little confused whether it's Rankin John or Rankin Sam. But you certainly brought the energy here tonight. I see the folks in front were dancing away.
Man, yeah, everybody love the tune. They love the tune really good. Yeah, that just to keep the tempo at the tent going on. Yeah.
So your idea is to bring an energy tonight?
Yeah, that's the idea, to bring the energy to the tent tonight. Yeah.
How long have you been in this Calypso business?
Well, I was wrong like for 20 years ago, but I did stop singing Calypso for a while and then come back singing again now. So that is how I come back with.
All right. Well, thanks for adding the energy to the evening here at the graduates. Have a great one.
Yeah.
Yes. So there you have it, Teresa. He came to wake up the party. Can we say that, Teresa?
The 30th? Right, okay. Friday the 30th. Fantastic Friday. Victoria Park. Make sure.
All right, let's make sure that we can hear Teresa there, right? Yes, I believe we can hear her now. Your mic fell asleep, Teresa.
It certainly did. I don't know what's happening there. Well, yes, it certainly brought the energy to tent this evening. Everybody, they roll, and his, I guess, is to entertain. Nice catchy jumpy beat there. Moving to the beat, and We outside.
And I could, and this time around, I saw the judges tapping, shaking their heads and enjoying the rhythm because it was certainly the most
Yes.
up-tempo song we've heard
So far,
all evening.
So far, yeah.
And folks like the upbeat, they may not be, following the lyrics sometimes, but they like to hear the up-tempo melodies and the horns accompanying that. And that gives generally a good response from the audience.
Yeah, it does. And even though I wasn't hearing the lyric, but I was feeling the beat for sure.
Buster Ski is up next.
Good night. Devil is a liar. Devil man is a man deceiving. He is strong. Yes, he knows what strength is. He knows the truth. Even tell when they're lying. Don't listen to him. Wolf in a sheep clothing. There's some men out here pretend that they are true. They will do anything so that they'll be with you. And when things seems nice, he finally gets inside. He will turn around and take you for a ride. He will lie to you. He will be a fox. He will deceive you, drop you like a dirty mat. You try to leave him, your life turn a misery. You better be mindful or end up in the cemetery. To my ladies, just hear me out. You better be careful. Careful the road you're treading at. Devil man is out here. Behaving like a dragabat. Betraying you to get it. So don't be tempted. The man wants to hurt you. Don't be tempted. The man wants to use you. Don't be tempted. That man is a hooligan. Don't be tempted. Sing the day. The devil is a liar. I say the devil is a liar. No, I know the devil is a liar. Going to church, you hear pastor preaching, shun the world, but you're not adhering. Don't want the church man. They are too damn boring. The guys on the street, yeah, they are more exciting. But the preacher wonder about premarital sex. You don't want to hear, you rather taste what's best. Never knew a man could use a girl like tool. You were so caught up behaving like that fool. He will hit on you and then turn his back. He embarrass you, mentally abusing you. You try to walk away, your life turn a misery. You better be mindful or end up in the cemetery. To my ladies, just hear me out. You better be careful. Careful the road you're treading at. Devil man is out here. Behaving like a piece of crap. Betraying you to get it. So don't be tempted. The man wants to hurt you. The man wants to use you. That man is a hooligan. Don't be tempted. Sing the thing. The devil is a liar. I say the devil is a liar now. I know the devil is a liar. You in school, your head teacher teaching. Don't be rude, but you're not obeying. It's time for your books. Rather out skylarking, get education, yeah. But this men you studied, there's some men who like to target the teen girls. They will promise diamonds, they will promise pearls. And when time for school, you rather take that line. Never knew some men are just a waste of time. He will pregnant you and then turn his back. Give you STD, cause your dreams and plans to flop. On the street begging, disgracing your family. You better be mindful or end up in the cemetery. To my ladies, just hear me out. You better be careful. Careful the road you're treading at. Devil man is out here. Behaving like a gutter rat. Betraying you to get it. So don't be tempted. The man wants to hurt you. The man wants to use you. That man is a hooligan. Don't be tempted. Thank you. The devil is a liar. I say the devil is a liar. No. The devil is a liar.
Yeah. Buster Ski, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him. Kosinki Adams. You almost sound like a Russian name, the boy. Kosinki.
Over the years and
Putin,
so, you know, I just giving an advice to the women to be careful because there's men out there who are abusing and affecting a lot of ladies' lives.
And your thoughts on your delivery, your performance tonight?
Yeah, I think the performance was good. It was fair. Could have been a little better, but you know, I still there was a lot of energy on stage. My delivery was good. I think I sing well as well, but it's all up to the judges now.
Right, and how many times did you have to rehearse with the band, practice with the band in preparation for tonight?
I started a little bit late with the band, but I did about 2-3 practices. The band could adapt properly, so I didn't have a problem with the band initially, but you know, it's all good.
All right, and all the best going forward for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Great. Buster Ski is his name. Kosinki Adams, Buster Ski. Teresa, your thoughts on that last performance?
I think that he himself gave a very good analysis of how he thought he performed. Summed it up by saying it was fair, and I think he gave a fair analysis, but he brought a little zest as well to bring the curtains down on this, the first round of competition in the graduates preliminary.
Yes, and of course this is the opportunity for folks to get, refresh themselves. The band members have left the stage, the musicians, the audience, they're trying to get some refreshments now in between. And of course we will also take a break because we have some commitments from our sponsors. We also have the results of the draws by the national lotteries coming up on NBC Radio and VC3 television, so stick around for that. Thanks to our sponsors, National Lotteries Authority and CK Graves and Company Limited. Teresa, we'll hand it back during this intermission for a word from our sponsors and the draws by the National Lotteries Authority. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Get something to drink and we come in a little bit to more Kaiso action.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
I don't mind if you want to give me a warm refusing. I don't mind if you want to give me a warm refusing. I'm eating up. I'm a greedy man. sat on the bed and asked me to massage his leg. That's all, that is all, that is all. Troublemakers will spread rumors for confusion. Oh no, don't take them on. Just be trusted and don't think nothing. Try and understand. I'll never do you no wrong. Darling, you are never deceived. There is no need to disbelieve. Give your trust and your faith in me, and I promise you there'll be no infidelity. The lady you saw me with the other night, she and her husband just had a fight. I find it was really looking so bad. How he felt she closed in the yard. She sit down there and start to cry like she going mad. The $2,000 I give to Shane was to buy a sandwich and a coffee. Not another thing happened. Me and the girl ain't nothing. That's all, that is all, that is all. Let nobody cause you to be jealous and confused. Don't mind them and the news. Oh, Lord, they want me to mash up so they could come and shock up. And when you refuse, we'll be like two fools singing the blues. Don't know why these women don't stop, always trying to set me up, trying to give you the impression something's wrong with my darling, nothing ain't going on. The girl I was with behind the lamppost, don't vex because I was holding she close. Well, she's a old thief from the east, it's somebody airing she teeth. I was only trying to hold she for the police. The reason behind was when she goes on, I was feeling to see if she had a gun. She didn't have no gun by she chest, is why I was searching under she dress. That's all, that is all, that is all. Just because I am such a nice
And you didn't miss anything, by the way, just some DJ music as the musicians and the judges had some refreshment, and likewise the team and most of those gathered in the hall here this evening. But certainly from what we've seen in the first half, we have great expectations for the second half.
And considering we have people like Gao,
Yes.
who is back, you know, Gao.
I just saw him one.
Okay, yes.
The
so
man from Basin Hole.
He's in the building, and we can expect good things from him as well. We have also Cleopatra Hendrickson That's Cleopatra. She's doing something called Gun Violence. I guess another serious, strong hitting commentary type of performance. Then there's Homie, Glenroy Delpesh, A Time to Go. Have you heard that one yet?
No, actually, I haven't heard that one. Normally we get a studio version, but we didn't get a studio version from him this year. I'm not sure, but we'll get to hear it tonight. And it's all sometimes a surprise element of what you hear, because I remember the track that came before Ranking Sam. I mean, we didn't get that track, but certainly it had a particular vibe to it, that had an energy to it, and folks are grooving to it. And we know that we'll have these recordings, of course, for the benefit of those who, who want to hear what they sound like going into the determination for the semis.
Okay, we also have Lady D, Dennis Stevens, also doing more social commentary type performance. We have Kingsley Roberts, Hero. He's another one. That's a veteran.
And a pan man.
And a pan man. So, something to look forward to. Carnival ingredients. So, should be interesting.
So, we expect some pan in that. I don't think he leaves out the pan at any point in his performance.
Because it's all about the pan, mass, and Kaiser, isn't it? Have you heard it? No?
No, I haven't heard that one either. So, it'll be interesting to get some of these calypsos in tonight. The fact that we didn't get them or didn't hear them before. To hear what they have on offer, and in their run up to possibly hitting the semi stage on Fantastic Friday.
Definitely. And of course, he will be followed by Gao doing something called Volcano.
Yes.
Have you heard Volcano?
No, I haven't, but I've heard about it. And
I've heard about it myself, but not really heard.
But we can safely say we know what that one is about.
Yeah.
He personally experienced the events on that, or those days, I should say. And I'm sure in his usual storytelling style, he'll have a story about what happened with the volcano for us tonight.
He tells his stories differently, He has a particular style.
Remember
that no one else.
That was quite a song. With Gao always has a surprise element about him, so we look forward to that.
Ozari Matthews is next.
Yes,
Doing
Ozari.
something called Pastor Choking the Bishop. Have you heard that?
Well, I've heard about it. The title is a bit suggestive. We know Ozari to be a calypso artist, a soca artist rather. So we look forward to how he's going to adapt this song. As far as I'm aware, that is a soca song by determination of the tempo and all of that. But we hear what he has done with the track in order to be a part of the cast tonight. What some of the
he must have done some
many of them they adjust they adjust the BPMs and they adjust the tempo to they see the MC is
Brass section, the police band.
There's an announcement being made on stage.
Persons between the ages, females between the ages.
All right, so just an announcement by the MC at the moment.
And 45. These men here, they say if you have a woman and you want to teach her how to look.
There's a bit of a humor, but that's for the 10.
Yeah,
That's definitely for the 10 tonight.
definitely.
I thought it was an actual announcement, but it turns out it was just one of those.
I thought he was making an
yes, so we were all ears.
for
Somebody
females
to
join the
band. Yes, but that's not for the radio. That's for the
definitely
that's for the audience here tonight. But definitely, it's an atmosphere. It's an atmosphere that is electric here tonight. MC, as usual, tense. They sometimes you have some humor that is just for consumption. We say local consumption, not for broadcast. And this is one of those. But looks like a great rest of the show ahead.
Definitely, our final competitor would be Javin
Rouse, yeah, Javin Rouse.
Rouse.
Yes.
Rouse it is.
Love of Carnival.
Love of Carnival. And have you heard that one?
No, haven't heard that one either. So most of the calypsos we're hearing tonight, we didn't have the benefit of the studio recordings to sort of come in with a, you know, a sort of listening ear. I know Sule's song has been playing a lot. Nubian Empress, for example, her song has been playing a lot. So we came in with a sort of preconception as to what to expect, and we could compare and contrast, but many of these we're just hearing them for the first time tonight, so we look forward to how they'll be bringing it to the audience.
Okay,
but the points.
What is the status with Calypsonia number 5? Glenroy Shepherd, who did not appear.
Shaka. There was no appearance apparently. I checked in with the song guys and they were not aware if he was making an appearance tonight, so I'm not sure if it is that he arrived backstage and he's behind it will be incorporated, but we'll wait to see what the MC says. Clearly a female is going to be introduced now.
Yes,
I believe that is Cleopatra, yes. And the name of her song is
Gun Violence.
Gun Violence.
Another
Very topical issue.
here.
Reckless driving, gun violence, the devil.
Final
All the topics tonight. Judges are back in place. We're ready for the second segment in tonight's preliminary judging. And this lady has been singing for the past 6 or so years and quite active. So let's go stateside.
You know best for songs like Frenemy and Dirty Girl. To do a song for you tonight entitled Gun Violence. Real name, Cleopatra Hendrickson. Put your hands together and welcome on stage, Cleopatra.
We've been preaching about this so long. Gun violence. Yet no one seemed to be listening. America, land of the free and home of the brave, leader of the free world, protector of liberty. And yet it seems you can't keep your children safe. Am I mistaken? Help me to understand. Your one mission is to defend a gun, citing Second Amendment Constitution. While you preserve your founding father's legacy, Americans are dying needlessly, causing nothing but heartache and misery. The power of the dollar is the ultimate master, and your lies they'll decide on what right or wrong. And so to hell with the victims of gun violence, just bury them, yeah. Meanwhile, special interest keeps living on. America, you got to change your mentality, or your future would be paved with catastrophe. This gun violence is getting out of hand. Before it's too late, America, something must be done. How many more have to suffer because of the guns, the guns, the guns, the guns, hey. Boy. Put down the guns, put down the guns. America, how much longer must you ignore? Parents are weeping, a nation in mourning. Enough is enough, surely you can't do this anymore. Tell Washington stop serving the NRA. Blood money is hard to repay. I see a government deadlock in disarray. Why lately I began to realize you're rolling dice with your children's lives and proclaim yourselves to be civilized.
You're a nation in crisis. Everyday gun casualty rises. Yet Congress said no to regulation. Children taking guns to school, yet objections overruled. I think it's time you change your politician. America, you gotta change your mentality, or your future would be paved with catastrophe. This gun violence is getting out of hand. Before it's too late, America, something must be done. How many more must go under because of the guns, the guns, the guns, the guns, the guns, oh. Put down the guns, put down the guns, hey. America, America, let's all take a knee and say a prayer of forgiveness, comfort and healing. Pray when tomorrow comes, there'll be no more nightmares. A resolution to police brutality against black people in their country. These oppressive cycles you've got to end. The right to be different without the fear of threats. Eradicate your minefields of death. Don't allow this bloodshed to be the trend. Dr. King once had a dream, yet unlikely it would seem. Some never thought they would live to see it come true. And if we march hand in hand, together we will reach the promised land. And remember that all eyes are on you. America, you gotta change your mentality, or your future would be faced with catastrophe. All this violence is getting out of hand. Before it's too late, America, something must be done. Tell me. In fact, it's now or never. A new day must come. Come, 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 come. Hey, oh Lord. Put down the guns. Put down the guns. Hey. Remember when America catch a cold and sneeze, the Caribbean catch the virus. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Cleopatra. Gun violence, she called that one. Kaiso, Kaiso? Yes, Kaiso. Right, so see the judges calculating some of them fellas like they gone back in school.
It was exciting.
That is what happened.
Was it as you practice, as you rehearse with the band?
Well, yes, you can say that, but I have more. I've got more, you know?
So this is just a taste of what's to come.
Yes.
All right, what are you looking forward to for the remainder of this season? Whether or not you get into the semi-final, what's your outlook on the rest of the Calypso season?
Well, I just love what I do, right? I love the Calypso, I love the soca, I love everything. I love being involved, I love helping kids, I love, helping the singers and everything like that. So I'm just going to be there until till I'm old and gray.
Well, best wishes for the rest of the season, and best wishes going into the semis, and hopefully you're part of that pick.
Sorry?
Say hopefully you're part of that pick for the semis.
Thanks.
All right, so there we go. Cleopatra, Teresa?
She certainly gave a good account of herself, I think, this evening. No stranger to the crowd. Absolutely not. And she summed up her performance in her own way and gave a good account of herself. Fairly passable presentation this evening.
Yes, and certainly what she did was enjoy her moment on stage. There's a point where she went down almost on her knees, but I don't think the dress really allowed for her to go all the way down on her knees on stage. I saw she made the attempt to do so, but I think she later realized that her wardrobe didn't quite allow what she was hoping to do when she got to the part of saying "get down on your knees." But yes, it's all in the tent action and all part of what happens at the tent.
Yes, yeah.
And we have some songs have a energy, others a bit more of a melody and a groove. And you would know those with the energy because you'll see people get up and dance, and you know the slower groovers where people just nod their heads and they're tapping their feet to the music. But the band, Teresa, has been doing exceptionally well, I find.
Definitely. We
On
can't
point.
fault them at all.
Yes, and
Very good job.
a bit of a fun segment as per usual at the 10. The interaction is definitely here tonight. The MC Lachi is...
he's on tonight.
Yes, he is. With the jokes and then with the giveaways and some quick questions, some quick trivia. I see a very familiar gentleman coming to the front of the stage.
So we having a giveaway now?
I believe it's a bit of a trivia, so...
Okay.
He's listing some Calypso Monarchs, I believe.
Oh, Mr. Rock.
So yes, he got a prize. I believe it's a ticket to an event. Yes, to the Uptown party that you heard Hans John mention earlier. That he just got a ticket there. He mentioned 4 of the former Calypso Monarchs, some very familiar names there, of course, in the Calypso business. And those were the easy ones, Teresa.
I know, right? Very easy.
So we're looking forward to the next performance. We're not sure if we'll see Shaka tonight. I don't know Shaka personally, so I can't say for sure if he is backstage.
Okay.
But in the interim, we'll await.
You weren't able to confirm with the MC or somebody?
Yes, I'll attempt to do that to see where we're at. If we'll have him at any point. But I believe we'll go straight to Homie, if I am following the list here. We'll wait for the introduction, however.
10,
But we thank the National Lotteries Authority and Secret Graves and Company Limited. And we say good night, good morning, good evening, hello to all of those who are viewing and listening. VC3 Television, NBC Radio, on air and online television channel 114, 107.5, 90.7. So the introduction sounds like Homie. Yes, not just a musical, just not a calypsonian, but also a musician, all-rounder. Yes, that's definitely Homie coming up next.
To do for you tonight, a song entitled Time to Go. Real name, Glenroy, Delpesh. Put your hands together and welcome on stage, Homie.
Good night, Rasta. Yes, I. Dina. Brook. Dina. There's a time and place for everything. Nothing in life lasts forever. Take nothing for granted. Whatever you're doing, you must go one way or the other. Listen, this man was his country leader, enjoying the privilege. While the common people suffer, he was taking advantage. Once he enjoyed great popularity, then one day he was forced to pack up and flee. When your time is up, you can't say no. Ready or not, you got to go. When it's time to go, you got to go. Why hold on so tight that you can't let go? You know it's past, we passing through. When it's time to go, it's time to go. Well, I am talking to my friends, the politicians, those who have the power in their hands. When people must choose between power and their belly, it is time to go. They don't want you anymore. Come on. Deny, deny. Deny, deny. There are those convinced that might mix right and will hurt anyone standing in their way. Others want to win at any cost. Some maintain their control by brute force. Some believe they can keep their lover by keeping them a prisoner. But even in a love and marriage, some people grow from stage to stage. But there comes a day, eventually, when every prisoner will seek a way to be free. When your time is up, you can't say no. When you're not, you got to go. When it's time to go, you got to go. Why hold on so tight that you can't let go? You know it's past, we passing through. When it's time to go, it's time to go. Well, I am talking to my friend, the macho man. Those who love to use and abuse woman. When a woman must choose between her freedom and blows, it is time to go. They don't want you anymore. Deny, deny. Boy. Deny, deny. Boy. Everybody know one day we must go, so we must learn to let go. Enjoy everything, live by your earnings, live clean and don't get corrupted. Everyone must earn a living, but money is not everything. What's the use in plenty money if your conscience is not free? A man will sell his soul for a small profit, forgetting in the end he have to go and leave it. When your time is up, you can't say no. When you're not, you got to go. When it's time to go, you got to go. Why hold on so tight that you can't let go? You know it's past, we passing through. When it's time to go, it's time to go. Listen, well, I am talking to my friend, the money man. Those who think that money make it, man. People know you for your money, and your money run low. It is time to go. They don't want you anymore. Good night, Russell. Thank you, it's my time to go.
Let's hear it for the homie.
Glenroy, homie, one of the two Glenroys in the tent tonight. There are two Glenroys and the graduates. Your thoughts on what you executed here tonight, based on the rehearsals, based on the time you spent preparing with the band?
It was very good. I think it was a great performance. It was a good performance.
All right, and the story line behind your song, tell me a bit about that.
Well, God put each and every one of us here on earth for a time. And while we are here for that time, we have to make use of that time. But when it's time to go, make up your mind, you gotta go.
All right, and your outlook on the rest of the season, are you hoping to be a part of the pick for the semi-finals, and what's next for you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be part of the pick.
All right, well, all the best for the rest of the season.
Yes, man, Carvel. Thank you guys for coming along.
Yes, great. And that's all part of what's happening here at the Russell's Auditorium. Teresa?
Oh, well, it's very confident performance, very confident interview there with Homie. I guess he feels that he did well enough to make it to the semi-finals, so that's confidence there for you.
Indeed, he's always full of confidence. This is, of course, he's no stranger to the stage. We've heard him in on numerous occasions doing different songs, very topical issues, and this year, quite a storyline he has there about when to go and when it's your time, etc. But we look forward to the next performance, which is by Lady D, yes, Denise Stevens, and she's singing a song, Empowering Women. Have you heard that one, Teresa?
Yes, I think I've heard it once or twice. Yeah, Lady D.
And it has some important names in there, some names of some outstanding Vincentian women, and not just Vincentian women, but women our world over, who've been shining examples of womanhood and examples for other young women to follow. But we look forward to her execution here tonight. We know what the studio song track sounds like, but it's all about the execution tonight because the judges are paying very close attention. And the introduction is coming now. The introduction is coming now for our next performer, next Calypsonian, Lady D.
Lady D.
Put your hands together and welcome on stage, Lady D.
Good night. Good night to everyone. Fought our battles and conquer. A warrior defending her throne. Through the roughest of time, we held it together. We are the backbone. From motherhood to CEO, prime ministers to presidents. From strength to strength, we will grow. Woman, ambitious and confident. Me, I'm Motley, Prime Minister of her country. Woman, empowering women. Oprah Winfrey created a legacy. Woman, empowering women. And our own Rene Baptiste can be mentioned among the greatest for her contribution, culture and justice. She has been a stalwart in politics. Achoo! I'm telling you, rise, woman, take your prize, woman, woman, empowering woman. Show your class, woman. You are boss, woman. Woman, woman. You are the foundation, yeah. Truly a champion, yeah. Woman, woman. that. Working hard, of course. Never fall to men resistance. We can replace them in any post. From flying plane to driving bus. So talented and full of skills. As an entrepreneur, we are moving up. Woman, our duties we must fulfill. Mother Teresa, missionary charities all over.
Woman, empowering woman.
Miss Rosa Parks for civil rights played her part.
Woman, empowering woman.
Our Governor General Mistress Susan Duggan, a great inspiration for Vincentian women. Mistress Norma Kiza must be mentioned for her role in the media, educated this whole nation. I'm telling you, rise, woman, take your prize, woman.
Woman, empowering woman.
Show your class, woman. You are boss, woman.
Woman, woman.
You are the foundation, yeah.
Truly a champion, yeah.
Woman, woman. Businesswoman contribution is second to none in the Caribbean. I'll share a few examples here in this country. I salute all boss ladies. Veronica John started VJs in Paul's Avenue, 77. Then excels to VJ's rooftop. Continued success with VJ's downtown. Julia Richardson, boss lady in management. Woman,
empowering woman.
Gwendolyn Russell, magnificent lady.
Woman, empowering woman.
She always lend a hand to the afflicted ones. Serve as commissioner on the Children Welfare Fund. Also serve as commissioner on local girl guides. A perfect example, powerful woman. I'm telling you, rise, woman. Take your prize, woman.
Woman, empowering woman.
Show your class, woman. You are boss, woman.
Woman, woman.
You are the foundation, yeah.
Truly a champion, yeah.
Woman, woman. Woman, woman. Woman, woman. Truly a champion, yeah. Thank you.
Lady D, Dennis Stevens, quite a performance. I see the tears in your eyes. Quite an emotional one.
Whenever I sing this song, I get very emotional because I know what ladies go through in general. A lot of things ladies go through in general, and I know all of these ladies that I'm singing about. I did a lot of my research and all these things, and you know.
I can see I saw you up there fighting back the tears.
I'm singing this song because the last verse, I take some time to put the last verse together, and I was wondering what person to put in the last verse, and I think I choose the right person, Julia and her mother Veronica. That is very good because they are very popular, which VJs is very popular and all these things.
And I noticed when you mentioned those names, you had persons getting up in the audience and actually starting to clap, and I believe that hit a nerve as well.
Veronica Jan is Julia Richardson's mom. She started VJs in 1977 in Paul's Avenue. So that's.
And your outlook, based on what you see here tonight and the feeling after your performance, are you looking forward to a spot in the semis?
Yeah, straight up to the finals I want to reach.
All right, well done, and all the best for going into the semis. Great. So, Lady D, no stranger to the stage, and of course, quite a performance here tonight. And I can tell you, from my vantage point, we had folks in the audience who are really up, they're enjoying, they're dancing along. And if you're looking at the live stream, you saw a couple of shots of some of those in the audience that were rocking away. And not just the women, the men as well, getting the message, as we say, Teresa, the message is in the music.
Definitely, and I think a lot of the names that she mentioned in this particular song resonated very well with both men and women alike, and she really sang her heart out with this particular one. And as she explained herself, something that she feels very deeply about. So she also got quite a reception and from the audience, man and woman alike, as I said earlier.
Indeed. And these types of songs generally strike some sort of emotion with the audience when you're highlighting, outstanding people who've made a particular contribution, and people who inspire others, because this is one of the important parts here that Lady D mentioned. It just stirs up all of the emotions.
Certainly it does, and I mean that last paragraph with the Johns, Veronica John and her daughter, and the contribution that they have made in the hospitality industry, and from where they started. I mean, a lot of people are in fact familiar with that particular discourse.
Stateside.
Good night. Young. This guy, boy. No chicken roti without chicken. You must have flour to make muffin. This crazy promoter, man after all, want to take Calypso and sleep and come carnival. They say he's a visionary. His vision is illusionary. His proposal are rather unusual. What I want to tell him, carnival will always be carnival. Luke must be mad, Luke must be crazy. Could this be the cultural mercenary? Luke must be mad, Luke must be crazy. But you never learn your carnival history. Boy, you're with fat, making dollars, but you ain't making sense. Here why? You want to take out the ingredients. Common knowledge, understanding. Everybody know there's no carnival without Palmas and Calypso. Dr. Alston Beckett Cyrus told us long time ago, there's no carnival without Palmas and Calypso. This guy gotta be crazy. He got to be mad. To preserve culture, we must be brave. Attorney Peter Dwelton in his grave. This lousy promoter wants to make things hard, hiding mercilessly behind its cultural facade. We got
seriously to keep the cocoa in the chocolatey. We must rise up and be more radical and stop mercenaries from ripping the heart of the carnival. Oh yes, Luke must be mad, mad, Luke must be crazy. Could this be the cultural mercenary? Luke must be mad, mad, Luke must be crazy. But you never learn your carnival history. Boy, you're wet wet, making dollars, but you ain't making sense. You want to take out the ingredients. Common knowledge, understanding. Everybody know there's no carnival without Palmas and Calypso. Dr. Alston Beckett Cyrus told us long time ago, there's no carnival without Palmas and Calypso. Calypso! This guy gotta be crazy, man. He gotta be mad. Carnival needs some innovation, but don't disturb Calypso one pan. Man, you should encourage the CDC to pay Calypso one steel band higher price money. Vincymas is known the world over. Servers and economic driver. It's an expression of our potential. So each and every man stand up and defend the carnival. Oh yes, Luke must be mad, mad, Luke must be crazy. Could this be the cultural mercenary? Luke must be mad, mad, Luke must be crazy. But you never learn your carnival history. Boy, you're wet fat, making dollars, but you ain't making sense. You want to take out the ingredients. Common knowledge, understanding. Everybody know there's no carnival without Palmas and Calypso. Dr. Alston Beckett Cyrus told us long time ago, there's no carnival without Palmas and Calypso. Calypso! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you!
Let's hear it for the hero!
Kingsley, Robert's hero, the Pan Man, and of course, we want to chat with him for a bit before he runs backstage. Hero, certainly quite his usual self. Right, there we go. Yes, what are your thoughts about your performance tonight, Hero?
Oh, very good. Very good, very good.
Just as you practiced?
Yes. I'm just a bit tired, you know. So I couldn't wait to get there and get off of there.
Well, I imagine you're twinning your preparations for Calypso also with the Pan, because you're known in the Pan circles very well as well because of your responsibilities there. How is that like juggling Pan and Calypso in the preparation in this season?
Oh, it's pretty hectic, but I'm used to it. I'm used to balancing, you know, from one to the other. You know, around this time, you know, this is my time, as I always say, and as everybody knows, because I'm involved in two aspects of the art. You know, it's difficult at times, but I'm a fighter, man.
Right, and incidentally, you're also the leader of this tent. So you're not just leading the tent, but you're leading in Pan as well. So it must be quite a responsibility. But your outlook for the rest of the season after tonight's event, I know you're now looking forward to what happens, maybe your onward movement to the semis, and what's happening with Pan as well.
Could you repeat that for me?
Right, I was saying what you're looking forward to in terms of the rest of the season, Calypso and Pan.
Oh yeah. I think things are gonna look up. Right now, well, this is the end of the 10th season for me. I have to look forward to the next round, which is the semi-finals, you know, which is Victoria Park we head in. But other than that, on the Pan aspect of things, you know, Starlife is preparing. I have Bishop College and a couple other school bands. So, you know, the journey is still there, man. So I keep going. Keep going. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. We love it. This is part of us, you know, so we have to keep it going.
All right, keep pushing on and all the best for the rest of the season.
Oh, thanks a million. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, love you.
The man himself, the hero, Kingsley Hero Roberts, Calypsonian, pan extraordinaire, all of the above. Teresa?
Well, a hero indeed. I mean, was well received this evening. This is someone who is himself involved in two of the ingredients of Carnival, Calypso and Pan. Two of the three components, and I think this says volumes. And of course, the song really is just telling the truth. There really is no carnival without Pan, Calypso, and Mass. And take out these three ingredients, there's no carnival.
Yes, and quite rightly so. He's involved in two of those ingredients, and I'm sure he's dabbling in the next ingredient, and we probably don't know about it. So he's very much central and living up to his rendition here, the ingredients for Carnival. So quite a performance there, and like all of the others tonight, he's looking forward to his name being called for the night
on
of the
list,
semis.
Yep, on that list, yes.
Well, we have up next the man you've been waiting for, Teresa.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I remember the expression when you saw his name on the list. You're very familiar.
Oh, years and years and years.
Well, the MC is outlining some of his tracks.
That's
so let's go stateside.
Definitely.
Volcano. Real name, Godwin Billy. Put your hands together and welcome on stage your brother, Gao.
Hey! 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 On the Friday the 5th, God go dead. Me no know who tell them so. Here we listen now. God go dead. Because superhero. They say God go dead. Ah, ba ba ba, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. Hey. Hey! Hey! Friday the 5th of April 2021, they say how this guy will get killed. We go get, nobody can say the man can be found in the country, neither in town. What do you say? Volcano kill Gao. The people them say so. Hear it on the radio. Volcano kill Gao. They tell me I too good dress. Him who tell them so. Volcano kill Gao. The people them say so. Hear it on the radio. Volcano kill Gao. They tell me I too cool, Chris. Him who says so. Hey. What? What? When them say Gao dead, Gao dey home in a bed, relaxing, listening to the volcanic song. Hear the ashes falling down. What do you say? Volcano them say so. On top the radio, volcano, Kilgao. They tell me I too cool, Chris. I him who says so. Volcano, Kilgao. The people them say so. They rip on the radio, volcano, Kilgao. They tell me I too cool, Chris. I he who says so. Hey, boy, boy, hey, hey, When them say volcano come, every whole of Vincy start to run. I man say I not go no way. I home me stay and me start to pray. I man say I not left my yard. I man believe in God. What we say? Volcano, Kilgao. The people them say so. On top the radio. Volcano, Kilgao. They tell me how to cool Chris. I hear who says so. Volcano, Kilgao. The people then say so. They reach on the radio. Volcano, Kilgao. They tell me how to cool Chris. I hear who says so. Good night. Volcano, Kilgao. Hey, hey. Volcano, Kilgao.
Let's hear it for Gao.
I don't know if I could sing that one. Volcano, Kill Gao. That was the tagline of the day back in 2021. Gao, it's good seeing you back after a while and good to see you on the stage again. Your thoughts on your performance tonight?
Yeah, well, I come out to do it for the people. Because the people don't say me dead. So me come to show them me they are still who sing to them. You know what I mean? I don't make me bring that song there. Volcano, Kilgao.
Well, good to see you back, my brother. All the best.
I love you, man.
Great stuff. Of course, Gao, no stranger to the Calypso stage, and he's here, of course, providing that usual entertainment. You know, the story was, Teresa, that they couldn't find Gao back in 2021 when we had the eruption.
Oh, yes,
and
I remember.
That was the slogan, the volcano kill Gao. So he took it, and he used that to his advantage in creating this song here tonight. And certainly some entertainment for the audience.
Oh, yes, the usual Gao style, of course. He came on stage and he used his tagline as usual. I don't know, we'll be careful with that. Volcano kill Gao. Yeah, very interesting. And a tagline with some great potential there as well. But Gao, as usual, would always be Gao. I mean, the way he dresses, his style of not wearing shoes on his feet, and his traditional robe.
I believe we're skipping over again, Teresa. We were told that the Shaka would not be appearing tonight, as we assumed. And now we are seeing the omission of Ozari. I didn't see Ozari at all. So it seems as though either we are skipping ahead or we are skipping out Ozari. But
So
Javin
Ozari
Rouse
is
included.
Ozari is definitely not singing tonight.
We're not sure. But we know for sure Shaka is not coming tonight. I was just told that Shaka is definitely not appearing tonight. So wait and see, just a change on the order as we go with Javin Rouse, first of all. And then we'll see if we get Ozari or if he's even performing tonight. So, we get ready to go stateside.
Okay. Love of Carnival.
Well, I think just to note something here. I suspect that this is one of the songs that will be done for entertainment purpose. I'm not sure if you're realizing what's happening. It was listed as one of the participants, but the judges are clearly packing up.
Okay.
So this is an entertainment number,
Segment,
pretty much.
yeah.
So maybe we'll take it a few minutes and then we'll wrap up because it's been quite a long night. So
It has been,
we have to
yeah.
say so long shortly.
Down in my soul to mash this place up, and if any rough fire, you can hear this song and my voice. This is a calling. I'm calling to mash this place up. I carry on. So if can celebrate. It's for the love of carnival. Tell them it's passing tongue. Trouble when we touch down carnival. Meet me by the Victoria Park. We gon' get our body there. Oh, Ghana, we gon' get our back, get our back, get our back, get our back. All in the name of carnival. All in the name of culture. With the hand and a rag and a flag with the bandana. All in the name of festival. All in the name of soca. Please understand me. If I tell you this place does make me feel alive in this sweet historical of carnival. And you can see it on my face, the love I have for this. So listen to this song, listen to this song. And if you're near rough part, you can hear the sound of my voice. This is a calling. Start the wave, and carry on.
So as we have some more entertainment here at the Russell's got it almost at Victoria Park to read. I don't know why I'm keeping.
I don't know. I mean,
but
we're
it's
not
been quite
too
a
far
nice.
away, but
we're not too far. And this is the preparation for that next step. But as we see most of the patrons heading home, it's already 11:34, so it's our cue as well to say so long as the entertainment continues. It certainly was a pleasure sharing this broadcast with you, Teresa.
as usual, as always.
And we look forward to tomorrow night, the experience, upstage experience, and on-tour Calypso 10 here again at Russell's. And coverage on the platforms continues, BC3, NBC. And we say thanks again to the National Lotteries Authority and CK Graves and Company Limited for ensuring that we were live here tonight. Thanks again, Teresa, and must say thanks to our technical team behind the scenes, our producer from BC3 for the television end, Anthony Denny and his team, Rohan Zoro Bennett on the vision mix, and Sinead Hackshaw also doing some vision mixing in the back. The cameras, Aisha Bibi and Doris, I forgot his surname, but Doris, thanks very much for your input here tonight as well. And from NBC's end, Javin Roberts on the switchboard, controlling our levels, making sure that we have a smooth mix in between the tracks. So thanks to him as well. Raisabi, thanks very much for operating at master control. And as we say so long and invite you to join us tomorrow night. We wish you a good night and God's blessings on you. And Rice will be leaving you shortly to make way for the BBC until 5 on radio. BC3 returns to their regular programming. Thanks again, CK Graves, National Lotteries. See you tomorrow. I'm Calvin Harry.
Perfect for praise, and his bishop high like I trouble for days. Every time the pastor preach him wrong, bishop start to talk. Every time the pastor sing him song, bishop start to talk. Why the hell you're disturbing this man, bishop start to talk. Before I could blink of a see a slam, fighting start kick off. Wait, what I'm seeing here, the pastor choking the bishop. They're fighting for real, the pastor choking the bishop. The deacon flinging chair, the pastor choking the bishop. Somebody says send him jail, the pastor choking the bishop. Wait, what I'm seeing here, the pastor choking the bishop. They're fighting for real, the pastor choking the bishop. The deacon flinging chair, the pastor choking the bishop. Somebody says send him jail, the pastor choking the bishop. The sister run up to the front to put things down. The pastor head hot like the sun, he would not done. The bishop said that on your fake, your price won't be paid. You know you're different, the trust money, you're not real estate. Every time the pastor preach him wrong, bishop start to talk. Every time the pastor sing him song, bishop start to talk. Why the hell you're disturbing this man, bishop start to talk. Before I could blink of a sea and slam, fighting start kick off. Wait, what I'm seeing here, the pastor choking the bishop. They're fighting for real, the pastor choking the bishop. The deacon flinging chair, the pastor choking the bishop. Somebody says send him jail, the pastor choking the bishop. Wait, what I'm seeing here, the pastor choking the bishop. They're fighting for real, the pastor choking the bishop. The deacon flinging chair, the pastor choking the bishop. The pastor choking the bishop. Was invited to a crusade down in Annisville. From a lady that I like, named Charlene. The pastor on the right, preparing for praise.
and his bishop high like I trouble for days. Every time the pastor preach him wrong, bishop start to talk. Every time the pastor sing him song, bishop start to talk. Why the hell you disturbing this man, bishop start to talk. Before I could think of a serious slam, fighting start kick off. Wait, what I'm seeing here, the pastor choking the bishop. They're fighting for real, the pastor choking the bishop. The deacon flinging jail, the pastor choking the bishop. Somebody says send him jail, the pastor choking the bishop. Wait, what I'm seeing here, the pastor choking the bishop. Somebody says send him jail, the pastor choking the bishop. Wait, what I'm seeing here, the pastor choking the bishop. They're fighting for real, the pastor choking the bishop. Thank you very much. Hope you guys have a safe going home tonight. Drive safe. Don't be left there. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Same with still. I am Ozari. Good night.
Thank you very much, Ozari. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for graduates tonight. Remember, tomorrow night we have the upstage experience. And on Thursday night we have the Onto Calypso tent minus Zion. Yes, but come out, support Calypso. We had a nice time tonight. Let's continue to enjoy the week. Get home safe, everyone. Get home safe, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night.